We're live! Live and direct. Wait. Yes, ghost. Ghostly creatures. This is where we find out whether the internet is going to be fucking cooked or not. Point system. You want to announce a winner?
No, I mean like an out of 10 kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
song, not just like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Blah blah blah. To give it like a
This is the first time he's announced this, but yeah, okay.
yeah. Too much pressure.
I'm intrigued. How are we going to judge it though? Because there's so many different things.
Yeah, so you do like what?
Apparently your mic's too low. Oh, how can I make you louder?
I can turn it
Let me see if I can boost you up from
up.
the,
Maybe.
from Zoom. Settings.
Hello.
That's much better.
Hi there.
Hello.
Yeah, so you could do like like the main thing, composition, mixing, melody, drum,
Yeah.
and then we rate those out of 10.
Okay, yeah. I like the idea.
So then, yeah. So then, and then you do like an overall. So like, I'll make it.
Yeah, put the categories like in the chat or something. It's the same. Yeah, Zoom chat. Ghost is saying it's the same thing from Arklaw.
Yeah, we have fun with it. It was different. It's the one in India.
I think I'm clipping the mic. Oh my god. Wait there, that's better. So hello. Somewhere there's alright. I think we have quite a few submissions today, guys.
So some people have donated, so they're gonna skip the queue. I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Oh no. I have to open WhatsApp. Wait, let me turn off window sheet capture for a hot second.
What you got to hide?
I don't have a clue what is going to appear on there. Okay. You sent me them. You sent me email addresses, bro.
Yeah, so it might come up on. I'm not sure how it comes up on demo. So I can tell you.
Maybe if we get their usernames.
I know them. So.
Yo,
Oh,
Juice.
yeah, the usernames are here. So it's
Jella Q. Let's see if we can find Jella.
Jela.
Yeah. Jellac.
Yeah.
Alright, I see it.
So that's first, and then after that it's Greta, which is the one above it. It says let go.
Let's get into Jellac.
Yeah. And alright, well, yeah, I'll tell you.
Apparently you're
So
still really
here's
low.
I'm really low.
Don't know, let me see.
Well,
I need to boost you up on my side. But I just
yeah,
don't know.
because I'm loud on I'm clipping on my side.
You sound pretty loud for me.
So it must be the audio.
It's the
Oh,
audio.
it's probably because I'm like competing with the tracks because it's the same audio, right?
Yeah, it's in OBS, so I might need to set Zoom up as a separate Output capture.
Yeah, like yeah.
All right, let's call that zoom. Let's see if this works.
You guys need to hear me loud and clear.
Application audio.
Loud.
Zoom. Okay. Say something.
Yo, blood.
Yo.
Hi. Hello. Yo.
Wait.
Check.
Okay, yeah, now how the hell do I do that?
You do what? No, the mic.
I think you're like doubled up. Does it sound weird? Oh, let me
Bit
check.
of noise. Same as in. Let me check the sound.
I'm checking the stream now. Wait. I am so loud, bro.
Yo. Yeah,
Wait,
and I'm really
wait.
quiet.
Okay, and now how the hell do I do that?
No, the mic.
I think you're like doubled up. Does it sound weird? Oh, let me
Bit
check.
of noise. No, it just sounds quiet.
Yeah, it just sounds quiet. You're right. Oh God.
We're professional music producers here.
Bloody hell.
No
It's
sound. Well, I don't know. So audio's coming through. It should be. Yeah, if you can hear me clear, then it's not me. Like if it sounds fine in your ears, there's no noise or anything.
What?
This message.
Con.
Yeah. That's just it's a thing in demo that token.
Oh, it
thing.
might be because you're
It's
part
not-
of the
I think-
Creative Hub.
Yeah. Or I think even if you're not, it's fine. But yeah, I think you get tokens for something. I'm not sure.
Sounds good, does it? I can boost you up a bit.
Yeah. Well, I think it is really low.
Wait, now I can boost you up like do like 3 dBs to start with and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Say something now.
Yo. Hello. Chat.
Top Man Gangster. You can go a bit louder. I
Top
think.
man. Hello.
There we go. Top Man Gangster.
Yo. Top man gangster.
Yeah, I reckon that's good. Let's check this. No, don't boost it, he says.
Why don't boost this?
Let me see the
Same.
top.
Yo.
Does it sound weird? Oh!
Yeah.
Wait, we need the top man clip and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Say something now.
Yo. Hello. Chat.
Top Man Gangster. You can go a bit louder.
I don't think the noise is coming through. Hello.
There we go. Top Man Gangster.
Yo. Top man gangster.
That's
Yeah.
perfect, bro. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Sorry
fine.
about that. That's long. We're good now. Jelak.
All right. So wait. So you've got the things in your chat, in the Zoom chat.
Let's just double check
I
that.
think
Yep. Oh,
the things we're ranking.
yes. I've got the things we're ranking.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do it by. So
It says it's worse now. There's a low hum. Oh, man.
echoing.
Apparently there's a low hum. I think it's off my mic.
No, wait, bro. It sounds worse now. Sounds like it's echoing. Oh, it might be. It might have just been echoing when he listened to the stream.
Yeah.
It's not. It shouldn't be like permanently.
No. Yeah. But I do have a low hum on my mic, which let me get rid of that now.
Yeah, maybe you got some simp.
Done. It's gone.
All right, we'll just roll, and then if it's too bad, or if it's bad, then let us know.
Okay, guys.
Well,
I'm going to put in the chat
yeah.
as well what we're going to rate on. So we're going to give a score out of all of these. Score from 10 for all of these things.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so I submitted an unfinished demo and the completeness of the track is in the ranking.
Yes. No, not the completeness of the track. Yes, is it? But I mean, like the composition, melodies, drums, mixing, and overall. I guess there's not like a completion rank, but
Yeah, you can rate the idea, right? It could be an idea, and you can still rate the ideas, composition, melodies, drums, etc.
yeah.
But yeah, if it's a whip, it's a
But
whip.
yeah, we're gonna rank it as if it is. No, we'll guess not like it is a complete track, but
Would-
yeah, it'll be fine. Just gives us something to.
Jelak. GLHF, guys. Gone.
Yeah, pause it.
No, I think I saw what it was. I fixed it. Last special. Yo, I'm not. If you're at work, stop working and watch the stream.
Huh?
So everyone in chat.
You gotta make us dance.
Yeah, we only dance if it's good enough. We should have put dance level on the rating. Let me know if you want to pause it at all.
Okie dokie. You want to go first? So are you still writing your?
I haven't even written them. It just a bit. It just occurred to me at the end of the song. I was like, "Oh yeah, I was supposed to be ranking it."
Oh. Well, I'll go first, and you can just.
I can just copy your numbers.
Mirror. Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, I'll give you the numbers first. I added another category, by the way, of sound design, just because.
Yeah, sound design's a good shout.
Composition, I give it a 7. I think like you're doing everything right in terms of like the arrangement of the song. I think like you're building the track nicely. The bridge is pretty good. Everything is like where it's supposed to be. But I give it a 7 because it's like you're not really doing anything new or unpredictable or like particularly unique or interesting. You're just kind of doing what you're supposed to do, I'd say. And then the sound design, I found it a little bit thin and a little bit like digital sounding. Might just be a personal taste thing. I feel like Max likes that kind of stuff, but
Nah.
I don't like that kind of like.
What are you
I don't
doing me like that?
You love digital shit, but yeah, no, it's yeah. So I give it a 6 for sound design. I just think it could have been a little bit warmer, a little bit more lush. Um, maybe playing with things like chorus and like pitch and things like that to make it just feel a little bit less stiff might help. The melodies, I give it a 6 as well. There's quite a lot of sixes there. I give it a 6. It's like pretty good because the melodies work. There's nothing that's like out of key or anything like that. But it's just a little bit stiff, like a little bit repetitive, and pretty simple melodies. You're just kind of repeating like a simple arp over and over. So yeah, I give it a 6. And the drums, again, is
Let me see if I can have it in the background.
kind of yeah, turn it down a little.
The volume slider doesn't work on demo. Get Jules in.
It does, doesn't it?
Nah, man.
Oh yeah, it does.
Doesn't.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sorry, guys.
Let me just finish this. Yeah, so drums are like, I'll give them a 6 as well. They're pretty good, but you're not really doing anything like drum fills. You're not really evolving the drums that much. Just adding like a little ride here and there. Maybe try adding some textures and like Foley sounds to your drums to just make them feel a little bit more lively. Mixing, I gave it a 7. There wasn't really anything like bad with the mix. It just like, yeah, I think the mids felt a little bit loud. But I don't think you were doing anything particularly like wrong. It felt punchy and loud. And so overall, I give it a 6 because yeah, averaged out around 6.
Oh, I actually ripped mine before you said it, but some of them are similar.
Yeah, no.
Is composition like arrangement? Is that what you're kind of treating?
Yeah. Composition is like, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the arrangement is pretty bog standard. Like for this sort of thing, which works. I think the intro could be a bit more interesting rather than just having this drum roll, like, and then just slowly evolving into the first drop. I quite like a different sounding intro, so maybe you could play around with having more musical intro, less extended vibes. Melodies, I've gone for 6. Like I think Matt says, they're just kind of, they do the job, but they're not gonna catch anyone's ear and make them like go, oh my god, that song with that melody. It's like, yeah, they're just melodies that are working quite nicely for the vibe. So yeah, give it a 6. Drums again, very straight, very loopy, no fills, like Matt said. No real interesting percussion stuff. Like there's no unique drum sounds either, which are catching my attention. So just sound like a load of top loops, but it works. So 6. Mixing, I gave it actually an 8. I think it's pretty well mixed. It could be better, but it's doing the job. I think, let me just listen to it one more time. See if I've got any. I would say it's pretty well mixed. It's a bit bright, and the mids are quite pushy, but it's very decent, to be honest. Works. And sound design is proper digital. I think, like Matt said, more reverb, saturation, delays. The pitch drift thing is quite a cool thing to use. You can get it for free actually. That one from is it Baby Audio? Do they do one for free?
Oh, the pitch drift. Oh yeah.
Do you know that?
I'm not sure.
I think they do like a free one, which is pretty good. It's kind of similar to what RC20 does. But yeah, that's a nice one.
What is it, like a subtle like vinyl?
Yeah, it just like literally pitches the audio up and down. Like you can set an LFO and speed it up or slow it down. And it's the same as in RC20. Let me see if I can find it. It's just called.
You could do that with like if you're using whatever Diva or Serum, you can set up like an LFO and put it on the pitch of the course.
Yeah.
Or
this is the one. So you can change the amount and then the speed, and then it literally just changes the pitch of it, which is quite nice. And you can have that like post reverb and stuff. It's Baby Audio.
Is it subtle or is it?
Yeah, it's super subtle.
Nice. What are you giving it overall then?
6.
Yeah. 6. All right, both give it 6 overall. One guy's asking if you got his track. I think he sent it somewhere else, like on
Con. No, I think he sent it on demo. It's down here.
I did.
And he donated as well.
He donated, yeah, but there's some other guys ahead that donated before. So just go to what's the name? I sent it to you in the thingy. Oh, Greta. or it might be Let Go by Nova. No, the below is above
This
the
one
one
here,
we
yeah.
just played. Yeah, and then it's Coastlines after that.
Now the volume slider's
Right,
decided
cool.
to work.
Darling, I held too tight, my fingers bleeding. Half faded love, half light, left me needing. Shadows that used to stay, they're slowly leaving. Nothing more that I can say, so I'm releasing.
It's you, wow. The singer, apparently. Apparently the singer's in the chat, I think. I don't know if he's trolling or not.
Yeah. I think she's worked with Noah's and Mousy.
Okay, cool.
I think so.
I wouldn't say it sounds like AI.
Nah. Not like perfect. I recognize it. Nice.
All right. It's cool. It's kind of got a Molly sort of reference influence feel to it. Like that kind of Ben Bomery Molly sort of sound. I thought the arrangement's pretty nice. Composition. I haven't given it a score yet. Probably like a 7. Like a 7. I have given other stuff scores though. But yeah, it's a cool arrangement because it starts off nice and mellow and builds, and then a nice drop, and then it kind of has a good breakdown. Potentially a little long on the break, but builds back up nicely. I think the one thing that's really letting this track down is the mix down, and it's just the drums are really not hitting. Like I've given the drums I'm gonna give them I think probably like a 4 to be honest, because there's so much potential there, but they're just not hitting right, which is a real shame. I think it could be helped with a mix down. I was going to say to try like Orion or DB30, which is that new XLN plugin. You could put that on the drum bus, it can help. And the groove isn't like super strong. It could use a few fills and things. Just keep it vibing. The vocals a little like thin and unclear at times. I really wanted to like get the vocal a bit more up front in the mix, and yeah, I think there's various things you could do to bring it out, but ultimately just compress it up and get it in the right place. Proper EQ, doesn't need to go crazy. It's also probably just a volume thing as well. So sound design is super safe. Like I say, that kind of that Molly Bembo sort of safe realm. You know, you're not going to change any. It's done before kind of thing. So I'm giving it a 6. It works, but it's not really pushing any boundaries, to be honest with you. So I think with a good mix overall, this could probably achieve a 7, but it does need a good mix. And before then, you know, it's probably currently at like a 5 overall. But I'm being super critical and harsh on that. But that's my thoughts. Definitely try to look at improving your drums, getting them mixed properly so that it really hits, because the kick is lost and there's no impacts on the drops. And that's what I think is letting it down, really. That's right.
Yeah, that's fair. It's pretty similar to me. So yeah, I put composition. I put 8 because I think you're doing everything nicely. I like the intro. It builds well. I think you build in the tension quite well, like towards the climax of the track. I think that builds really well. It is safe, like you're doing what you expected to do in a way, but it works really well, and it's not like you're not doing anything wrong. Like it's not starting too abruptly or anything like that. So yeah, I give it an 8. Sound design, I give it a 7. Like same as what Mac's saying. It's like not anything we've not heard before. Not that you have to always make some unique sound design, but yeah, it's kind of safe. There's like Bembo Marie, ARPs, and plucks. The problem with all that is it's just been heard so many times, so it feels a bit like, okay, we've already heard this type of track before. If you're not doing anything unique or pushing your sound design. The melodies, I think, yeah, I give it an 8. I think the melodies do work really well and they harmonize really nicely. So there was nothing like bad there, and they didn't feel too stiff or predictable, or like that we've heard them before. But yeah, the melodies weren't anything like, oh my god, I can't wait to hear that again. It just just works well around the vocal. Drums, I give them a 7 because I like the tone of the drums, but as Max is saying, the biggest thing with this track is the mix. The mix is like really letting the track down, so the drums aren't really coming out. They're getting buried, and you've got like too much decay tails on like your snare and your hats and things like that, so they just feel a bit too muddy and too like they're not very punchy and groovy. So then it just feels a bit like fluffy in your drums. You're not really hearing enough groove. But I think like the tone of some of the drums were actually pretty nice. You were doing little drum fills, but not anything like big. You were just doing these like clap.
Doesn't work. I don't know.
That's so loud. But yeah, the drums are all right, but the mix is like really letting it down. So yeah, it needs work. And then yeah, so I put for the mix, I put 6. So I think what you need to do, like the main thing that I heard straight away was that the plucks and like the synthy stuff has got too much reverb on, or it's like too distant in the mix, so it's like quite far in the background. And then the vocal has got not enough compression on it, so it's got moments where it's really jumping up in volume and it's too loud.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like and it was a little bit pitchy with the vocal, just like these little high notes where she's holding for a bit. It was a little bit pitchy. You could probably melodyne that or just like autocorrect it a little bit, just because it was a little bit harsh, especially when it got louder. So yeah, you kind of need to just gain stage some of your stuff, not having so much reverb and delay on things to create all that muddy cloudiness. And you need a bit more clarity. There's just too much too much mud and space in the track. You need some more punch, more clarity. So I gave the track overall 7. I think the overall vibe is pretty good. I think it's like a good like colorized kind of TNH, This Never Happened kind of vibe. But you need to work on the mixing and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for sending it in and donating.
Yeah, man. Nice one. Appreciate it.
You need to use your soundboard.
Oh,
Soundboard. Oh my god!
How loud was that?
So loud. The next one is coastlines of the donations, and then it's the guy who donated in the chat.
Con, yeah. Coastlines. Am I being blind here? Maybe his username isn't coastlines on. Is it North Collision?
Is it Hef? It's Hefe?
Oh,
or,
yeah, Jeff from Coastlines.
Yeah.
Can't let go.
He's asking for the link to the.
Is that working? Let's go back. I got you, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Ooh. It's quite a nice little melody.
Yeah. This is that kind of analogy sound. Warm. That kick is punching.
Nice.
You go? No, shall I go? I'll go.
Go
You
on.
went last time. Yeah, man, that was sick. Overall, very nice. So I gave composition an 8. I mean, could be a 9 or so. It's nice. It's pretty unique. You're not doing like some big long bridge. You kept the momentum going, and it didn't get boring, which was great. Oh, you put your things in the chat. Did you not mean to put that in there?
No.
Oh, you put it in my chat. Yeah, so composition's great. I don't think you need to change much. It's a bit odd at the end. I think that you need to work at the extended part, but yeah, I'm guessing you're going to do that. It's a bit like abrupt and whatnot, not very smooth. Sound design, I give it a 9. I think it sounded really nice and warm and great. There was nothing much I would really change there. I didn't really feel like you needed to do anything like particularly out there or unique. You did kind of everything that you needed to do with the sound design. It worked really well, and it felt good. So yeah, strong. Melody is also a 9. It's catchy. I'm still singing it in my head, which is great. So yeah, really solid with the melodies. Drums, I give them an 8 or 7. Just there was some little sounds you had in there which were like too loud, which is kind of coming to the mixing, which we're going to get to after this. But yeah, the drums overall were punchy and nice and kind of unique. Like you had some cool tones in there. But some of the things were sticking out a bit. Like I think it was like a tambourine or something that was like a bit too sharp, like in the high end. It was poking through a bit. So yeah, on the mixing, I give it an 8. Just because I think it was a bit too loud. You're pushing it a bit too much, which you do quite often when I listen to music. You do that quite a lot, where you push it to like you're hitting around -6, -7 lufs, and the result of that, like you had everything that was loud. So like you had those things, some annoying sounds in the drums that were coming up loud, and then like the mids were like pretty loud, and then the bass was like trying to pace and kick was trying to compete with all that. So you just had too many things that were like pushed up to the max. I think you just need to ease off a little bit. But overall, I'll give it a 9. Super solid, really good track. I honestly don't think you need to change the vocal. Like I know you got the vocal as like a partly AI, partly you, but you know if you've written the vocal yourself, you're singing it a bit yourself, and then you got the AI layer on top. I think personally, I think that's fine. It sounds really good, so I don't think you need to re-record it. Yeah, that's it.
Sick, man. I think for me it got I like the arrangement, but for me it got a little long in some places. I think you could shorten it down a bit to maybe 3 minutes or 3:30. Take a little bit out of some of these sections. Maybe you could halve this middle section in the break or going into the build up as well, just to keep it keep the energy moving forward. And I also thought it'd be really cool if we had like a new element in the second half, maybe a new vocal line or a lead melody could be quite cool. I do think that the ARP you've got there is super catchy and nice though, so melodies wise still going to go in with a 7 and give it quite a nice strong score. I thought it's nice analog vibes. Yeah, like Matt says, you're doing that vibe and you're doing it well, so you don't need to do anything too crazy, but just a variation could have been nice over the second half. I also thought the kick, maybe it's a little too punchy for this style. It's very whereas you could have a much warmer, rounder, softer, full-bodied kick. And I think that would be quite nice and suit the style. So maybe try that. And I also thought you could have like a bigger clap or snare. because the one you've got is quite subdued and like really organic almost. Whereas I think maybe you could get more of like a lane 8 sort of snare on that and it'd be quite cool. I like the vocal. I think that's super cool. I thought maybe you could add a bit of delay at the end of the phrases just to give it a bit of length and so that they kind of transition into each other nicer maybe. And I think, yeah, you need some compression on your drums. I'm not giving numbers, but kind of giving you comments anyway. I think the drums need a bit of like bus compression just to smooth off all those transients and get it solid. Like I've been really loving Drum Butter. I've been testing that out. It's super nice. You can get like a 10-day trial of it. Maybe check that out. But yeah. But I thought the bass could maybe have a little bit of more of a groove to it in places, like a shorter decay. I think it loses a little bit of the bounce in the drops. It kind of goes all full, like maybe it's the way you've mixed it and mastered it super loud, but you're maybe losing a bit of your groove as a result. I thought you could have a shorter decay, make it a bit more plucky. But yeah, overall, it's a 7 for me. Strong 7. It's a nice tune. Nice tune. A lot of potential.
All right, that was all the donations from this topic. Somebody donated 5 million ARS. Not sure what that is.
Arse.
5 million arses.
Yo, we got 5,000 arse.
Nice. Perfect. But so then I guess in order of the donation you would be, what's his name? The guy who donated a while ago. Con.
Yeah, Con. Let's get Con up. I need to be. This is chaotic. It's never been so busy. Shout out to the chat.
You promised me a getaway, but every day we drown in rain. This road we
I've got my
walk
missus.
just feels the same.
Ooh.
A silent land of woe and pain. And the door is closed tonight, but you were always alone in my life. But who knows? Maybe we could fly somewhere above
The AI vocal is strong with this one.
Maybe someday you and I leave the dark, catch the
Maybe it did. Ooh, the trap snare. Omnisphere. AI. Okay.
but you were always alone in
What we at? 7 left. Oh, now the volume slider's working. Okay.
There you go.
I haven't really gone over everything. I think
I can go.
Yeah, go on.
Turn it down a little bit more.
Tell me where's right.
All right. So I think overall it was cool. Obviously, you're using a big AI vocal over it.
Yeah.
But in parts it sounds sick, like, to be honest. But in some parts, yeah, it's super obvious that it's AI. But if we just go over the stuff, like composition wise, I'll give it a 7. I think like you're doing some kind of unique bits, but there's parts where it kind of drags out a bit. I can't really move the track, but I'd say like in that first half, just before the break,
I said
like,
exactly.
that section there is
lose this. You could lose this.
Unneeded. Yeah.
I think this whole thing could just
Some
be
bits
condensed. I like this melody. This lead is really interesting.
Yes, yeah, like some of the sound design is unique, which is great. Like you're doing things that we've not heard before, or maybe we have, but it's like it stands out, which is really great. But it was super sharp and super loud in some points. So you went a little bit too far with the squeakiness on some of the things, which is a bit of a mixing thing and a bit of a sound design thing. Melodies wise, I give it a 7. I think it was pretty good. Like overall, things worked well. Obviously the vocals doing a lot of the melody, so it's not really so much of what you're doing, but the things you wrote around the vocal works really well, and the little things in between work well. Like the guitar kind of thing on the bridge was pretty cool and unique. Drums, I gave it a 7. I actually can't even remember the drums, but I'll give it a 7. So yeah.
Like minimal breakbeat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my issue with the drums was just that in some bits you were just like looping the drums like over and over. It was like the same, it felt like the same top flute that was just like playing, and it was probably just an arrangement thing, like because you just get rid of some of the sections, it's not going to feel like that so much. But yeah, I think the sound of the drums was pretty cool. I liked it. It was breakbeat, but yeah, it was a little bit loopy. Mixing, I give it an 8 just because of it was good. It was punchy, it was loud and crisp, but super squeaky in some parts and like sharp and painful, especially with it's like the lead melody. It's just like it was poking through way too much. Maybe squashing it a touch overall, just like ease back a little bit.
Yeah.
And try not to have like everything loud. It's just like you're losing like the groove when you do that. Overall, 7. Pretty dope. Pretty unique.
Yeah. I also gave it an overall 7 score. I think the sound designer gave an 8 because I thought it was very interesting. But I think some places just needed a bit of compression and reverb to help it come out a bit. It's quite delicate situation, but you're definitely like trying new things, which is great to hear and see. So yeah, I gave it a strong 8. Just refine it a bit more and dial in your sound. Definitely look at your harshness in the high end. I think we've spoken about it quite a bit, but from a mixing perspective, that is really, really holding you back because you can't turn it up. I don't know what volume you're producing at, but try producing at a much lower volume, like really quiet, and just you'll hopefully be able to hear those highs a lot more. Because if you're listening loud, over time your ears get fatigued and you don't hear the high end as well. So just try and listen at a lower level, and hopefully then you'll keep better track of that. I thought, yeah, we've spoken about the arrangement here. I think you can condense this all so much more. Like ideally for a track, and then for a track should be around 3 minutes, 3:30, right? And then the extenders are looking at 5 minutes, unless you're making a progressive house tune. Like this sounds like the kind of thing you want to come on, listen to for 3 minutes, and then either press repeat or whatever, go to the extended edit.
Let's do it again.
And then, so yeah, I think just condense things down. It's like there's sections which you don't need. You can kind of halve sections. This bit of silence in the break, I think, is unnecessary. Like it can all be looked at and tweaked a little bit, but overall the idea is there. It just needs condensing. So yeah, I've given it a 6 for the arrangement, just because it's a little long for me. But melodies are super nice. Gave 7. I think that's quite interesting, and yeah. For me though, the vocal is too AI. It's like you listen to it instantly and know like it's AI. Yes, it sounds epic and cool and like anima, but it's blatantly an AI vocal, and for me that puts me off personally. I just don't like listening to a computer sing, to be honest. I'd much rather listen to a talented singer. But yeah, that's where I am on this. So yeah, I think that's that. I think that's that for you, Con. But it's good. Like it's good. The drums, I think they're cool, minimal and interesting, but could always use more, like more compression, and I don't know. There's something about them that just wasn't hitting right. I'd have to listen again and go in detailed, but I've put down cool minimal vibes, so you're definitely hitting that point.
Nice.
Is the stream still up? Because for some reason,
who said that? Somebody has just donated now, so I think we do 2 more. So if people could not donate from now, because we're gonna go. Well, I need to go on the hour.
Bang on the hour.
Like 8 minutes. No, I mean I can go over a bit, but like yeah, Elon's just got back and we're gonna do some barbecue, so she's just waiting for me. But
should we do Tomazcal?
Yeah, so Christopher Santos is one of them, and then the guy who donated. Yeah, so let's do that one. The ass guy or arse guy. Yeah.
No, I know this guy is cool. He's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Let's listen. Do you know his music?
I think I do. Yeah, I recognize his name.
I think I met this guy in ADE.
Oh, Fagin. Yeah, I've made songs for Fagin.
And Tomazcal.
He's the dentist. Yeah.
Oh, Thowlin. Thowlin is
I wanted more than you and I were meant to take. Do we wash it all away? Don't wanna see, don't wanna feel the memories fade to the twilight of yesterday.
This is not AI.
If we were small,
Nice little bells at the end.
Right. You got any scores or have you?
Yeah, not scores, but I got comments.
Yeah.
Not very good at the scoring thing. Can't make up my mind.
Fine.
I thought it was a little bit long in the break, in the build. Just kind of dragged on a little bit long for me. So composition wise, yeah, that's probably the only tweak I'd made there. Just maybe shorten the break, condense that a little bit, get to the point. I think the melodics very easy going, easy listen, not like super catchy, but definitely like working and doing this thing. So yeah, decent, strong melodies. The drums, I think the tops were too quiet. They weren't really like punching through. Definitely like there was a groove and a vibe there. I just wanted to get those and pull them up. Just make your drums louder, I think, should solve the problem. The kick and the low end seems to be pretty solid, but the tops were just not popping out. The vocal had some nice moments. Definitely has some nice moments. I think it became a little like on the poppy, cheesy edge at some points, though. It's almost a little cliche. Just kind of, I don't know. There's definitely parts of it I'd use. Maybe you're overusing the vocal. Like it's basically the vocal like the whole way through the tune. And I'm thinking like I need a little break from the vocal. Come on. Just create some nice ambient moments. Maybe just chill out with the melodics. I think you could definitely look at that as an arrangement point as well. And I think the vocal is definitely a bit loud in places, especially in the low mids. Just kind of calm it down. Sound design, it's fine. Just does its thing. Again, like the vocal is kind of dominating this mix, so everything else was quite hard to listen to. But overall, it's pretty strong. You know, it's like a 7.58 for me, probably. Pretty strong.
Yeah, I get similar. Yeah, similar things. I give the composition an 8 just because like you are doing everything right. The bridge, yeah, I partly agree. But it was kind of nice having a bit of a break from like so much going on. So it was nice to have a break there, but yeah, probably a little bit too long. And yeah, the composition, I guess this kind of marries in with like the length of time you were using the vocal for. It was way too much vocal. Yeah, I think you need to really like pick out the bits that were really solid in the vocal and then just have those in there rather than having these like verse, chorus, but you know, a bit like it's a bit poppy as Max says, which is Fagan's style. Like he comes from a pop background, so that's why it's like, you hear that in there. But like really nice tone, like the tone of the vocal and things like that. But there were moments where the vocal went a little bit out of time. I don't know if it's just the stream, but there were some bits where it felt like the vocal was a bit early. I can't timestamp you, but there was a few moments where it was, and it might be like the same loop that you dragged over because it happened like a couple of times. So yeah, just watch that with the vocal, turn it down a bit, remove a bit of the vocal, let the instrumental do more of the work. The melodies are good, work well. Oh shit, people donating. Don't donate anymore, guys, because we're
Ghost.
Yeah, fuck. Well, there's 2 more people, and then that's it. Like 2 people that have donated.
Wait, I think I can turn off.
And then I guess we do Ghost, and then that's it. Yeah.
There must be a way to turn off donations somehow. But I don't know.
Well, if you donate, guys, we won't play. I guess. Yeah, we're not going to play.
I'm sorry.
But we have to go at some point.
We'll have to do a massive stream where we review everyone's music and get to everyone. We're not going yet. We're not going yet.
We're not going yet. No, we're gonna do a few more songs, but it was just saying we're gonna go after those songs. So if you guys keep donating, you know, we're not gonna get to the songs. So yeah, please don't donate as much as we appreciate it. Yeah, so just the last thing, yeah, the mix. It felt a little bit squashed. Oh yeah, and the drums as well. Like drums did feel good. Like they felt nice and punchy. They came through quite well. As Max says, like maybe bring up the highs a little bit. I wouldn't say too much for personally. I think they did come through quite well. But yeah, the mixing overall is just like your mids and things are a bit too loud. You might be squashing the track too much again. So as you squash the track, you're bringing everything up in volume, and that vocal comes out a lot more. So just bring down the limiter a little bit on your master if you did master it yourself, and bring down the vocal, and the track will groove a little bit more. So overall, give it a 7. Pretty dope, pretty nice. Not anything unique, but pretty cool overall.
Dopest dope I've ever smoked.
Perfect.
Oh, if you know, you
All
know.
right, so the two people. So you start with Christopher Santo Domingo. Christopher Santo Domingo.
Is that his name on demo?
Don't know. What have you got there? Maybe refresh.
It's always refresh this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it does automatically. Chris, if you're in the chat, can you tell us what your song's called? And then if it's not Chris, there's a Ben. See if you know before you head off barbecue. Benjamin. What's Benjamin's? What's your?
Wait, I saw someone Benjamin Knox.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, do that one. And then if the guy.
This is 30 seconds long, bro.
Oh, wait. Is it Folin? I don't know if it is you. Oh no, it's the Eyes of Blaze remix. Okay, so then.
Oh,
we do,
it's Blake away.
He's Chris Santos.
Dowling.
Yeah.
I'll seek you out, flay you alive. One more and you won't survive. And I'm scared of your stolen power.
Ben, we'll do yours after.
Yeah, consider it's 30 seconds. No?
I won't soothe your pain.
That marsh vibe.
I won't ease your strain.
Yeah, if you don't donate,
I can't see it in the list.
I'll be at the top.
No.
I'll seek you out, flay I won't soothe your pain.
Love acid. I don't think Matt likes acid though, does he? It works. It works. The slider works.
Nice.
Um,
I feel like I've heard that vocal so much because I did a remix, so I'm like trying to listen to it with fresh ears. But
that's interesting.
too much.
That's interesting.
You go, I go.
I don't have numbers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not as mathematically minded as Matthew here.
Definitely not mathematically minded.
So yeah, I think it's a solid vibe for sure. The arrangement's pretty sweet. I really enjoyed the break beat drop halfway through. That's a very fond memory of mine. Yeah, otherwise solid arrangement. 3 minutes 30 is bang on. This little end bit, we could maybe have done something new and introduced something fresh, but you could also just kind of fade out at this point. So yeah, it's not like, I don't think there's any real comments for me on the arrangement. I think it's pretty strong. The melodics are very safe. They're not like there's nothing new going on. And for me, I kind of like, it would have to be a seriously epic track, and because it's a remix, I've heard the vocal before. The melodics are safe. I would love to hear like something else, like chord wise, not just like triads, dun 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 dun. You know, like play some like passing notes and stuff could be cool. Like keep it fresh, experiment a bit. Drums are solid, kicks whacking. It's proper like tech house sort of slam to it. Good chug. The only thing I'd say is there's not much variation in the drums. It's kind of that beat the whole time, apart from obviously the break beat drop. But maybe you could work on like progressing the drums a bit more from a more minimal and then building them up and up and up to release that ride, because I think the ride comes in almost instantly. Nicely mixed. I did think maybe you could have a little bit more sub from the bass. It's kind of just all kick, which is good, and definitely it's like just a tiny bit more sub you could get away with maybe. And sound design is cool, classic 303s, M1, nice pads and stuff. That was the comments I had. So yeah, I like Acid, I like 303s and all that shit. So I'm down with that. It's a good vibe for me. Yeah, I think it's solid. For a remix though, it needs to go 10 times over it needs to really push the boundaries. So maybe this is better off as an original, you know? I think that vocal's really not really adding much. Try and find a different vocal maybe, or yeah, I think you could make a better original and not have this as a remix or a re-edit or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's strong. Strong, man. Very marshy meets fucking, what's his name?
Like because of art.
That's the one, because of art.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, kind of similar notes. Composition, I give it a 6 actually, just because like you're starting so abruptly. Like, I think let it build a little bit. Like I know maybe you're designing it like a extended edit, well I guess not really because it's quite short, but you go in with like your drums and everything just straight away. Like I would build some of the melodics, let the vocal play a little bit, and then come in with your drop. So yeah, things like that kind of knock some points off for me. Just like from a songwriting standpoint, it just doesn't feel like the start of a song. But otherwise, like apart from that, the rest of it feels good and it works well. And I like the little mid section with the M1. Sound design is all good. I mean, it's not my personal taste, as Max knows. Like, I don't really love all that acidy stuff, and like, it's just not like my kind of sound. But it worked. Like, you're doing everything well. I don't think anything sounded like odd or anything like that. So I give it a 7. Melodies, yeah, exactly the same what Max is saying. Like, you're doing pretty good stuff, but it's proper like repetitive and safe. Like, you're not doing anything. Like you're not doing any turns at the end of your melody or anything like that. You're just doing the same thing and looping it over and over. And a big issue I had with this track was like the vocal. You're not designing the track around the vocal. You just slap the vocal on top of your track, and it's like it doesn't really fit. It's like you made the track first and then put the vocal on it. You're not designing things around it. Like you got to listen to the vocal and then space your things, do like call and response around the vocal and stuff like that. That's like a better way I think of designing the track when it's got such a big vocal. Drums good, as Max says, punchy, tech housey, they work. Again, repetitive. Like you got to try and do things like if you're designing your drums yourself and you're not just using top loops or whatever, and you got MIDI there, try doing things at the end of every like 3 and every 8 and every 16, like little drum fills, little interesting things, ghost hits, things like that just make the drums feel like a bit lively over a long period of time rather than just like looping them. Mixing, I give it an 8. Super solid, super punchy, clean. Nothing was really sticking out bad. 8 or 9 there with the mixing. Nice job. So overall, I give it like a 6 or a 7, just because like it doesn't really work as a remix. Definitely could work as a original. I think just sack it off as a remix and then just like get a new vocal on it and just call it an original, because it doesn't really work. It doesn't sound like the original. Like it doesn't sound like a remix of the original. It just sounds like you took the vocal from the original and put it over one of your own ideas. So yeah, that's it.
Damn,
okay, so
son, where'd
one.
you find this?
What was
The last
that?
one is Ben.
There's such a delay on pressing the button. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it?
Benjamin's a little 30-second one.
No, wasn't it?
It's Benjamin and then it's Ghost.
Okay, yeah. All right, fine. The 30-second flash. Where is it?
I've already heard this, but
You've heard it, have you?
he's a student of mine.
Oh. Sorry, it's a little on the quiet side. Damn, son. Hey, Diazgo's music. What's up? Man, we're just about to end.
Guys, if you've submitted, we're not going to get to tracks.
It's cool. It's just the drums are so buried in the mix. Like, I think the kick and bass are working quite well. It's just probably like a little bit of like...
Yeah, it's warm.
It's warm, but maybe they're clashing a tiny bit. I don't know if you're side chaining at all, but maybe it doesn't sound like you are here. Like boom, 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 boom. You're getting that like kind of clashiness.
Yeah.
Yeah. The drums are like next door or something, you know? Does that sound like... Oh. It's like...
Yeah, quiet.
Yeah, it just needs like, that needs bringing up. Like, don't be shy to really push your drums. Like, they're the groove, they're the bit that holds the track together. Obviously, you've got this nice kind of like melodic thing on top doing its arpeggiated goodness. So I think it's a solid like idea / base to start working from. You got strings which are nice. It's quite an interesting melodic pattern. It's not predictable, to be honest. Like the bass is, it's a nice loop, I think. It's quite a nice loop. Melodically, it's quite strong for me. I think you could have a cool lead over it, like a cool, like meandering lead. Could be quite fun. But yeah, I think it's hard to give lots of feedback on this. But
yeah. Composition.
Yeah, composition is
Composition is the 2.
yeah. Sadly, but no, there's some great sounds in there. Like sound design is super nice. Like the strings and stuff,
Yeah.
it's unique. It's organic. Drums are really quiet, so just get them up, bring them in. Kick and bass, maybe sidechain. Just look at that low end situation. There's definitely some clash happening, but it's a strong idea, man. Don't know what else to say.
I agree. I think the melodic ideas are nice and they feel a little bit unique. Like you're doing some interesting harmonies, almost on teetering on the edge of like uncomfortable, but then like you resolve it quite nicely.
Yeah.
But maybe a little bit busy, like with some of the melodic things. There's like quite a few little things going on at the same time. So obviously when you arrange the track out, try to build those things in gradually, obviously, rather than playing them all at the same time. Like how you have here, you've started with everything just going all at once. So try to build them in, see if they work well together. Because you've got like strings, you've got like a rolling arp, you've got like the arpeggio, and then I think like another melody like delaying off it, and then you've also got delay on top of those sounds. So it's like a little bit busy. And then obviously, your drums need to come up. I imagine the drums are something you're going to come to later. What are you saying? You don't want to make it generic. Yeah, it's not generic at all.
It's nice.
Yeah, I mean, solid idea, really good idea, but yeah, you obviously need to hear what it sounds like when you've fleshed it out.
I don't want to press any of these buttons because it's so loud. That one's not too bad. We'll use that one.
All right, last one, guys.
Last one, guys. Appreciate it.
Unless Max wants to stay, but I've got to go.
I've got to go as well, man. Sadly.
Yeah.
But we'll be back at the same time next week. I don't know about both of us, unless Matt wants to.
I might be able to, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Busy man,
TBC. Matt's a busy guy.
Got Ark to play.
I'd like to. He's got Ark to play, of course, with this guy here.
But yeah, thank you everyone for sending in your music. Sorry we didn't get to everyone. Quite a few people donated, but yeah, really appreciate people donating and sending in the music. We'll try and do them often so you can hear all more music.
Next time, the Asgos.
Next time,
the Asgos. It's nice. It's always really pleasant with Ghost.
Yeah, it's a soft guy.
Cool, man. I enjoyed it. I had some thoughts as I was listening. I really like the bass groove. That's super interesting and cool. Like, especially when it first dropped in, I was like, oh yeah, a bit of that. I did really like that. Just simple stuff like that, guys. It keeps the track unique and interesting. Maybe, yeah, you could work on, like, it's just a straight sub at the moment. It could be cool if you had like a little bit of, like, maybe a bit of FM or just like a bit of interesting sound design on the bass. But cool. Clean kick, nice groove. Tops could come up a little bit, like the hats. I think you could work on a few more ghost note feels. Like, it feels a little loopy. Definitely some more ghost notes and feels. Saying the sub's a little loud. Yeah, I think you could be right on that. Let me listen one more time. I wouldn't say it's too loud, to be honest. I think maybe you could shift it to be a bit more of a mid sort of bass. like a little bit of the lows out. Like I was saying, bring a bit of like FM or saw wave into it to make it a little less just sine wave. Could make the sub less impactful and strong in the mix. But the mix is clean. Drums just need to come up a little bit, I thought. But it feels very much like an early idea, which I think you've said it is anyway. But it needs something else. It needs like the thing that brings you back, the catchy sound that's not just a saw wave pluck. Because it seems like everyone just loves to use saw wave plucks. Come on, guys, use a square wave. Try a square wave out.
Or a triangle.
Try some FM. Do something cool. But like, yeah, it just needs like another melody or like a vocal or something towards the end. Like, I think the Atmos and bed and the start you've got is super clean, but just needs something to come, like, set it out. Even a sample, like, use a sample, find something crazy and process it up and make something just interesting and unique. But if you add that element to this track, nice and solid, maybe it ended a little abruptly, but I think, yeah, you're obviously working on that. The intro's a little long. I don't know. Maybe you could shorten the intro, but again, it was a nice place to be. It was a good, like, organic, sort of tropical feel, which I liked. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that.
Nice. All right. Yeah, I really liked it. It was nice and warm. I think it built really nicely. I gave it a 7 on the composition. I quite like that slow intro, and I like how you held back on the top percussion, like late into the drop, and it was like very welcomed when it came. It was just like very nicely put together. I think the bridge was nice and soothing. I think it worked well for what you're doing with the track. But yeah, like, I mean, this kind of ties in with melodies and overall. But yeah, you as Max says, you're kind of missing that hook or something. I think maybe what you could do, which could work well, is if you listen to like Claire's track, is it Sequence? You know, the one you love?
Oh, the Anjuna one.
Yeah, and it's got these strings that are like super nice. I think like some organic element like that, that's not like just a saw pluck, like some organic thing which is like a string or something that's a bit out there, which is like
high above.
Yeah, can lift the track. Yeah, that one.
Man, I want to listen to that again.
Installation.
Is it? Yeah, I think it's high above.
Something like that. No, high above's great. But not that. The Stellation has this like string thing.
Yeah,
it's really well. It's just like,
man,
play it, maybe.
I can't. I'll get flagged.
Yeah, but it won't bring the. It just means you can't get paid. Like,
which I won't get anything anyway.
Yeah.
I swear it's high above. Wait.
It is that one, but it's just like, yeah, that's just...
Oh, that's a beautiful tune.
Yeah, that one's sick. But yeah, so something like that. Like, well, have a listen to that track. There is like a little string in there, which like it kind of makes the track in my eyes, and something like that can work well. Don't just rely on plucks like throughout your track. And this goes to most of you guys. You're all just relying on these like sawtooth plucks, as Max said. It's just like you can't these days. Like, there's so many tracks that just have a sawtooth pluck, and the melodies that you're doing, they've all been done like most of the time. It's very rare that you're doing something new with your melodies, so try to do something new with sound design or with like the things that you select, the sound selection, things like that. Try to push yourself a bit. Yeah, I think overall, like, the mixing was good. I don't think the sub was too loud. I think it felt really nice and warm. There was nothing in there where I was like, oh, I want to hear more of that, or nothing felt too loud. So I think it was actually pretty well balanced. So overall, I'm going to give it like a 6 or 7, just because it does feel like obviously like an early idea, but as an idea, it's really nice and soothing. It just needs like a hook. The hardest part, make a hook.
Yeah, you could do like Deadmau5 does and just have, this is the hook, you like it. Have you heard that?
Nah.
Wait, you've got to hear it. It's the best like example of a hook.
What is it, a track? And he just says,
I think it's called The Hook. Yeah, this is the hook. Wait.
Like the bass. I like the groove, but I digress.
This is the hook. This is the hook. It's catchy. You like it. This is the hook.
It's catchy. You like it.
Just do that.
Just do that.
Just do that.
This is
All
the
right,
hook.
I need to go, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been lovely.
Thanks for having me. Thank you, everyone who donated. Thank you, everyone who sent in the music. Next week, maybe I can join at the same time. I might be working, but if not, I'll join.
Hell yeah. If not, I'll be here. Same time, same place. Yeah, thanks, guys. Been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for all the great music and donations. Hopefully, we haven't put you off making music forever. Cheers, gang. Take care.
Guys, peace.
Okay, that's ended.